Hey everyone, welcome back to All Things Dodgers. My name is Alan Maurice, and should we be worried about the Dodgers' bottom of the lineup? Let's discuss it right here. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, and we're here today to discuss the bottom half of this Dodgers lineup. It's been a hot topic on social media and in Dodgers Nation lately, so I thought we'd address it here. On Sunday's game against the Rockies, Sportsnet LA put up a graphic. It said that in batting average, the Dodgers' bottom 7, 8, and 9 spots of their lineup are 30th among major league teams. There are 30 MLB teams, so they are currently last place when it comes to batting average, and when it comes to OPS, that stat, they are currently in 28th place, actually, as of Sunday. So what does that mean for this team now and also going forward? Is it something we should worry about? Well, we're not here to be scolding the Dodgers. They're major league players with big league coaches. They know what they're doing. But since it's such a hot topic, I thought we'd take a minute to discuss what's going on and maybe some potential solutions that the Dodgers can go with moving forward. Looking at some of the players that have struggled coming out of the gate early in this season, Max Muncy, Dodgers third baseman, he does have 11 hits. It has been encouraging to see, although he hasn't hit a home run, he has been utilizing his great eye, the command of the strike zone as a batter, taking walks when he can, but also pulling singles whenever he can, not relying too much on the power where his swing becomes ineffective. However, he still has a 193 average. And once again, looking for his first home run, Miguel Rojas struggling with a 161 batting average. Chris Taylor hasn't had as many plate appearances, which is why his batting average is higher than the rest. However, he still only has 3 hits. He's definitely struggled out of the gates. And then Austin Barnes finally got his first hit of the season. That was against the Rockies. Good for an 0.59 batting average. So when these guys are in the lineup, it is causing some troubles, not just because they aren't really racking up RBIs, but also because they aren't setting the table for the top guys in the lineup like Shohei, Freddie, and Mookie. And that can be a problem going forward, because the lineup just seems to sometimes not be very cohesive. And it's something Dave Roberts has mentioned in his interviews, and something that this coaching staff can work on going forward. A lot of the talk lately in the Dodgers realm has been about Andy Pages. Andy Pages burst onto the scene last year. He had a walk-off really early on in his career against the Braves, and he looked like a very, very promising prospect the Dodgers can rely on in center field. The power was there, the eye was there, some strikeout struggles, some hitting with 2-strike ineffectiveness, but there was a lot to love. Lately, like any new player, he has struggled. The league has adjusted to his strengths, and he's trying to build upon them so that he can raise his ceiling of performance. And so, how has he performed lately? He's been hit or miss. He has dropped a few balls in center. There was one run against the Rockies this last series where he didn't pick up the ball well on a bounce, and it led to a run coming home instead of the runner being stopped at third. There are strikeouts with runners on that end the inning. And his role in the lineup lately has been so important because he's either the 8th or the 9th hitter in the lineup. He's turning that lineup over for Shohei Ohtani, Mookie, Freddie to have runners on base and to do damage when they come up to the plate. So the spotlight on Pages has definitely been a bit brighter. In his last 15 games, he's hit 2 home runs, 5 RBIs, and all of those came in the past 7 games, meaning he could be starting to figure it out. Comparing his stats from last year to this year, let's see what we can find out. Because his strikeout percentage has increased, not by a whole lot. It's currently 29.9%, an increase of about 5% from 2024. His hard hit percentage, however, has decreased so far this season. It was 40.3 last year. This year so far, 32.4. Fly ball percentage has definitely increased from 30.4% last year to a 43.2% this year. Some encouraging signs here, though. His pull percentage. Last year it was 33.1, but this year it's 21.6. So this could mean that he's staying back more on the ball, letting it travel, making sure he sees it well so he can put a better swing on it. That's a great adjustment. Hopefully he keeps that up as well. That's also indicated by the center percentage, how often he hits the ball to center field. That's also increased to 62.2%. So some good things here out of Andy Pages, but why are people saying send him down? For me, I say keep him. Because really, what is the alternative? Many are saying bring up Hyeseong Kim. Hyeseong Kim was signed by the Dodgers from Korea. He's a rookie, and he was sent to AAA to develop a bit more after struggling in spring training. How has he done in the minor leagues so far? Well, he's batted at .268 batting average, .333 on base percentage, very good. A very nice OPS of .854. He's hit 3 home runs. He was never really a power hitter, never really known for that, but he has shown some nice power potential there. And here's a good one, 16 runs. So he himself is the runner coming home 16 times so far this season, which tells us that he gets on base, whether it is a home run or whether it's a walk or a base hit. And that's something that's been lacking in those 7, 8, 9 hitters in this lineup. So yes, it could be appealing to call up Hyeseong Kim. He has been split between second base, shortstop, and center field. Majority, which is interesting, is center field in his games, but it has been very split. If they did call up Hyeseong Kim, they would probably put him at second base and leave Tommy Edman there in center permanently. They could choose to platoon Kim when it comes to the handedness of the pitcher. So when it's a right-handed pitcher, put Kim up there. And then when it's a lefty, they can maybe have Rojas, Taylor, even Kike playing that second base position just to maximize the possibilities in this lineup. So do I think that's a good idea? In my opinion, I say no. I say keep Pages where he is, keep Kim where he is, at least for now. I think the Dodgers have a lot of pressure to perform the way people expect the Dodgers to perform. They are a high-class team that is known for dominating in the regular season, and that has been true for many years. People looking at this team and this roster for 2025 say the sights are set very high. They're going to break the league and MLB all-time wins record in the regular season. And if they do, that would be fantastic, but in my opinion, that's not really necessary. If they don't win the World Series, this Dodgers team will be considered a failure. It doesn't matter how many wins they rack up in the regular season, people will still look back and see this year as a missed opportunity. I think if the Dodgers want to invest in their future, they leave Pages here to develop. He has shown no signs of a lack in confidence, and if the Dodgers sent him down to AAA because of a few weeks of bad performance, of mediocre performance, not even bad, that might cause him to lose confidence in himself. And that is one of the most damaging things that could happen to a hitter or any baseball player in general. So I think leave Pages where he is, let him develop, give him time. We saw Michael Busch, James Outman, 2 names that came to mind, people that didn't really have a spot in this lineup, and when they didn't perform like they were hoping because they were new, and that's what happens, they were either sent down or replaced by players like Freddie Freeman who were recovering from injury, so of course you're going to choose people like Freddie over a rookie. And then now that, for example, Michael Busch is on the Cubs, he's one of their best hitters. He's hitting cleanup, hitting homers. He's thriving. But it's because he had the opportunity to develop. So I say leave Andy Pages where he is, and also leave Hyeseong Kim where he is as well. He's brand new. He's adjusting not only to the Major League Baseball environment, but also the environment of the United States. He is completely changing cultures as well as baseball culture, and he needs time to adjust. We want him to come when he's ready and not rush him, because that might do more damage than benefit him, if that is the case. Of course, this is all just speculation, but in my opinion, the Dodgers shouldn't let the outside noise and expectations and pressures get to them in rushing decisions and rushing players. Trust your guys. Trust the timeline of development, and make sure that they are ready for October, but also not at the expense of this player's progression as a big leaguer. This is something that I'm really intrigued to see going forward, how it progresses. I'm a big fan of Andy Pages. I've loved what I've seen so far. Definitely some things to clean up, and I'm really excited to see Kim in the big leagues as well. So those are my takes. That's been a hot topic, but what do you think? Should Andy Pages be sent down for Hyeseong Kim? What do you think? I would love to hear your opinions down in the comments. Thank you everybody for watching. Go Dodgers, and I'll see you on the next episode of All Things Dodgers.